Hi book lover, welcome to Maktaba Digitali, your library, our library. It's all about fun in the reading culture, where seats are credited and corporate certified. My name is MD Njiru, the artist. So this is Mother's Day's edition, and Mother's Day's celebration may prick some wounds or may open some wounds. So before I proceed, to any person watching this and they have lost their mom, may the good Lord comfort you and continue strengthening you. To any person watching this and they have lost their child, may the good Lord comfort you and continue strengthening you. Some pains can never be healed. We just learn to live with them. So, for those two categories of people, may the good Lord comfort you and continue strengthening you. To any person out there trying, praying, and hoping to be a mom, may the good Lord grant your wishes. May the good Lord grant your heart desires. And to all mothers out there, at whatever level of motherhood or stage of motherhood, may the good Lord give you wisdom, patience, and love. And on a lighter note, to the men out there, shout out. Without you, there would be no mothers. So this video, I will share books on motherhood. We shall head to PDF drive. But before I head there, I want to celebrate my own mom, Lady Karen Jiru, and I will celebrate through sharing some of the things that I think she did or she has she did, because most of them are in the past and they really impacted me. Yeah. So this is just a summary in no particular order. So number one is that Lady Karen Njiru, she used to wake up back then when I was preparing for my national exams in primary school. She used to wake up. She used to wake me up early in the morning at 4, some minutes to 4. Then we would pray and I would start studying. She would not go back to her bedroom to sleep. She would stay. She would nilikuwa somea hapo in the morning, nilikuwa somea kwa sitting room, so she used to stay there kwa kiti, kwa sofa hapo tu, anakaa hapo, sometimes analala, but ako na kikoi. Nakumbuka kikoi fulani alikuwa anapenda sana anajiekelea hapo, so ana leave the comfort of the bed, anakuja kwa kiti just to see me, read. Alafu sasa ilikuwa inanipanga motisha, ilikuwa inanipea motisha. And to be honest, the last time niliweza kusoma asubuhi vizuri consistently it's that time. Yeah. Later on I realized that I'm not a morning person, so I rarely do my things in the morning. Hata kusoma hata nini, I rarely do my things in the in the morning. So I'm a night person, but hiyo time she used to wake me up na anakaa hapo kando yangu, anaweza kusoma. So that was really impactful. Na pia she fostered that culture of reading. Yeah, alikuwa anani encourage kusoma, alikuwa anani encourage kusoma. In fact, ningetaka kutofanya kazi home, the only excuse ni kushika tu kitabu, najifanya tu nasoma tu, and yeah, so walikuwa wajua napenda kusoma, and I'm sure that aspect imeinstill me kuwa a book lover. Yeah, either book za shule ama hata tu book tu yoyote ya kuwa jua tunapenda kusoma. Yeah, and at one point I shared that in my blog that there is a certain period in my life for like 3-4 years that I, I, under, I underwent reading wilderness. Sikuwa na access kwa books. Yeah, so apart from tu zile books za shule sikuwa na access to any other book. So angetoka tu shughuli zake apate gazeti, alikuwa anahakikisha ananiletea jua napenda kusoma. So that really impacted me. Another thing that really impacted me, before I proceed, hii aspect ya kuamka asubuhi kukaa by my side, kukaa not by my side, alikuwa nakaa sofa ilikuwa opposite pale, alafu meza na mimi nasoma hapa. Hiyo aspect jana tu ndo nilikuwa na reflect, and I was like, wow, my mom at that time, she was at the age I'm in right now. Yani at that time she was as old as I am right now, and mimi niko hapa, to be honest, hey, I'm trying to figure out life, I'll be honest. Yes, nitaongea about books, nitaongea about nini, but yeah, I'm still trying to figure out life. And I'm like, what if at my age already alikuwa na prepare a kid to go to high school and all those responsibilities, na mimi niko hapa at my age hata kufigure out socks niliweka wapi and other stuffs yenyewe. The other aspect is tied up to the first aspect. So hii time juu ya kusoma, kuwa consistent na masomo, and I used to be, mi nilikuwanga mtu wa mchezo tu. Hata nakumbuka shule tu, my mama alikuwa amepeana ruhusa ya ati huyu akikosea msiniite, deal na yeye. So there was that green light. So hata time yenye nilikuwa fanya mistake shule, nilikuwa na wenzangu tukutandike ama tuite your mom, and I'm like, nitandikeni tu. So hii time yenye sasa nimeamka, nimeanza kusoma, niko na moral support, my grades improved, my marks improved, alafu at one point nikaanza kuja number 1 back to back, and I think kiburi kaniingia kidogo, pride kaniingia. So at our final year in primary school, we used to do exams like every other week we do exams. So nilikuwa nakuja, kuna time ilifika tu nikaanza kuja number one. Yeah, a position that hiyo time ilikuwanga ya Mike. So venye nilianza kujanga number one, kiburi kaniingia kidogo. And what used to happen before me going to school, or before me even studying or going for the exams, my mom used to pray with me. But hii time nikienda kufanya hii exam, she didn't pray with me. Nikamuita, come let's pray, hakutoka bedroom. Come let's pray, hakutoka bedroom. Nikaona nitachelewa, nikasema najua tu utaniombea. Nikienda nikafanya exam, and nikakuja number 4. I felt terrible because for a long time nilikuwa hiyo time sasa nilikuwa nimeanza kuwa 1 2 1 2 1 2, nikakuja form like wow, hata nimetoka among the top 3, sitapata any prize. Kunaenda aje from 1 to 4? And I confronted her later on, kamwambia, mom, unajua hata kuniombea, ndio maana nimekuja number 4. And she was like, sikuwa nataka ukuje number 1 tena. Nilirealize umeanza kuwa na pride. Nilirealize that umeanza kuwa na pride. So sikuwa nataka ukuje number 1. Nilikuwa nataka urudi nyuma, hata number 4 umejaribu. Nilikuwa nataka urudi nyuma kwanza ndio pride ikuishe. So that's a lesson that I learned. Pride pia, And pride, it's easy. Pride ni rahisi kuingia mtu, so that's a lesson that I learned, na najaribu ku work on it. And siku hizi views zangu zimeenda chini sana, my views zimeenda chini, YouTube views hakuna. Pale mwanzo YouTube views zilikuwa sijui, I don't know, I think mom is not praying for me ama nini. Ai, views zimeenda chini jameni. Mom, pray for me. That aspect yenye nili nili iko ilini impact kabisa. It's this one time. I was still young, but not very young. Yeah, I was a teenager. Let me say I was a teenager, I think. Then jine ukaanza kuuma usiku. I don't know why jine no, a full time jine inaumanga usiku. So I was in total pain, shops zimefungwa, it was past midnight, no painkillers in the house. Nothing, jino imeuma, imefura. And I don't know how I can explain this. My mom woke up, afu tukakaa naye hapo kwa sitting room. She prayed for me. And I'm not exaggerating. Why should I exaggerate? Ali ali alinishika hivi, yani na mkono yake hivi. Then I could tell she was praying. Jino yangu iliacha kufura and ikaacha kuuma. And I saw her, hiyo nini yake imefura, and I could see she was in pain. Hata niliona like, nini machozi inatoka tu, but nini ajaribu kuifight back. I could see she was in pain. Alafu hiyo time tu alifanya hivyo, like the pain ilitoka kabisa, and I was able to sleep. I don't know what she did. I don't know how she did it, but I remember I could see her, she was praying and silently. Okay, tukianza alikuwa naomba ile ya nini pain ishe na nguvu, but ndio hii time ikuje hiyo nini transfer, she was ile tu nilikuwa tunajua naomba tuna kimoyo moyo, and jini ikaacha kufura, and hiyo nini ka transfer kwake, and I could see she was in pain, and wow, that was really incredible. Yeah. Then another aspect that I really picked up from my mom, and I think me mention, and I think anyone who has been watching my videos, apart from books, mimi, I believe in prayers. I truly believe in prayers. I don't know, kama sio maombi sijui ningekuwa wapi. Kama sio prayers, yeah, sijui ningekuwa wapi. Yeah. Prayers zimenisaidia tu sana. So that aspect niliget from my mom. But a mom has so much influence kwa mtoto. A mom has so much influence kwa mtoto. And nimekumbuka nikianza mention wale watu, all those people. Let me mention another category of people. Also, shout out to all ladies out there who are raising kids wenye sio wao. Yeah. Who are not their biological kids. So big up to yourselves. Na bado, may the good Lord give you wisdom, patience and love ya kufanya hiyo kazi. So a mom can influence, yani a mom who influence life ya mtu sana. And I was like, if my mom alikuwa naendanga kwa waganga, surely I would, saizi ningekuwa naenda kwa waganga, because ingekuwa tu ingrained in me. Siwezi sema ati I'm prayerful ati because ati sasa ati nilijua prayer is the right way, yani it's a path I chose. No, I think it's a path that was predetermined for me, like nilipata that as a structure in my life, so ndo nikaanza kuifollow. So if nilipata my mom ni wakuendanga kwa waganga or something, eh, kuchanjwa na nini na nini, ningejipata in that nini, eh, ningejipata tu in that, ningekuwa tunafanya hivyo. So some of the things that we do, sio ati ni juu ni choices, ni juu ya background kwenye tumetoka. So I think nilijipata praise my default set, is my default setting, but pia now it's a choice, pia now it's a choice, yeah, now it's a choice. So that's another aspect that she really impacted me with. Then the final aspect, although in future I'll explain the context of whatever I want to share. She gave me advice poa sana. Aliniambia ingisha kichwa tu. In future we'll share the context, but for now I'm not going to details. Aliniambia we uko tu, ng'ang'ana tu uingishe kichwa, alafu ukiingisha kichwa ni hivyo. So it's an advice yenye nimeapply mara kadhaa in my life, na the few times nimeapply nimeona it makes sense. Yeah, in any system ingisha tu kichwa yani, then once umeingisha kichwa, hii mambo ingine ina nini. So maybe to those who hawazingisha kichwa tu, but the context was different, but maybe to paraphrase her words ilikuwa, anything that you want to do, the hardest part is to start. Yeah, the hardest part is to start or to make the first step, but once you are in the system, yeah, hizi vitu zingine they just fall into place. So the first step ndio inakuanga so inakuanga ngumu. So shout out to Lady Karen. Yeah, so in the comment section kindly share how your mom has impacted your life. Kindly share how your mom has impacted your life. If you're a mom, kindly share how motherhood has impacted your life. How motherhood has impacted your life. So motherhood haina manual. Motherhood haina manual. Sio ati kitu unaweza ambia watu fanye hivi usifanye hivi, you know. But I'll share some books on motherhood. I'll share some books on motherhood. So tuko hapa PDF drive, books on motherhood, books on motherhood. Yeah, so maybe you can check out, you can have your pick. In fact, sijai read any book on motherhood, but yeah, I will nitasoma one of the books ndio hata mimi nikuwe na better perspective on motherhood. So there is Mama Made the Difference, life lessons my mother taught me. Hii inakaa kuwa an impactful book. I think hii ndo nitapik, not because ndio ya kwanza, but yeah, hiyo ndo nitapik, hiyo ndo, let me even download that book, let me download. Then there is Black Milk on Lighting Motherhood and the Harem Within. Okay, there's Chicken Soup for the Woman's Soul, 101 stories to open the hearts and rekindle the spirits of women. Then there is the Modern Girl's Guide to Motherhood. Yeah, I'm sure pia motherhood ina chinchingi na pia times and yeah. So recovering biblical manhood and womanhood, a response to evangelical feminism. Okay. There is Single by Chance, Mothers by Choice, how women are choosing parenthood without marriage and creating the new. I don't know hapo utafungwa tuone. The Birth of a Mother, how the motherhood experience changes you forever. Cat and Nuts, Mom Truths, embarrassing stories and brutally honest advice on the extremely real struggle of mothers. Okay. Surprised by motherhood, everything I never expected about being a woman. Sorry, never expected being a mom. Inakaa like a candid book. Deprived, no more. Sleep deprived, no more. From pregnancy to early motherhood, helping you and your baby sleep through the night. Mm, okay. Parenting across cultures, child rearing, motherhood and fatherhood in non-Western cultures. Motherhood and the Plunkett book. Motherhood and the Plunkett book. Raising Trump. I think hii ni book imeandikwa na mama ya Trump. Let's preview. Let's preview it. Raising Trump. Preview not available for this file. Try downloading it instead. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay. The okay. Surrogate motherhood, the legal and human issues, the unwinding of the miracle. Okay, hizo sio za motherhood. Hiyo sio motherhood. Let's go to page 2. Motherhood in the face of trauma, pathways towards healing and growth. Yeah, pia motherhood inakam na so many challenges, so many aspects. So utatype to, like me, I just typed on PDF books on motherhood. So maybe unaweza type a different title na itakuletea different books on motherhood. Ka inaongea saa about motherhood in the face of trauma, pathways towards healing and growth. Unfinished business. Women, men, work, family. Women, motherhood, and living with HIV and AIDS across cultural perspective. Okay. The globalization of motherhood, deconstruction and reconstruction of biology and care, selfish, shallow, and self absorbed. 16 writers on the decision not to have kids. Yeah, and things are changing. Things are changing. Nowadays, people are have different stands. Kuna mtu hata anasema they don't want to have kids, you know? Yeah, so anyone na stand yake, it's respected. Motherhood and the other, fashioning female power in Flavian epic. Okay, hiyo inakaa science fiction or something. Making babies, stumbling into motherhood, motherhood and postnatal depression. Yeah, so uh, I don't know much about postnatal depression, but the little I know about ni after giving birth. Yeah, it's the depression that comes after, and some women struggle with it. So I think this book inapeana a perspective, or it gives more insight to it. So motherhood and postnatal depression, narratives of women and their partners, narratives of women and their partners. Yeah. So may the good Lord also help those ladies who are going through postnatal depression to, should I say, to heal quickly? Yeah, to heal quickly. Yeah. Mambo ni mingi dunia. Perfect madness. Motherhood in the age of anxiety. Yeah. Modern motherhood. Women and family in England. 1945 to 2000. Hmm? I wish there was a Kenyan author here to pay a Kenyan perspective. Protein motherhood in medieval, early modern, and modern literature. From motherhood to mothering, the legacy of Andreins, Leach of Woman Born. What happy working mothers know. How new findings in positive psychology can lead to a healthy and happy woman. Okay. Myths of motherhood and how culture reinvents the good mother. You know, The Grow, an aspiring guide to stylish motherhood, rhetorics of motherhood, journey into motherhood, inspirational stories of natural birth, unmarried motherhood metropol in the metropolis, 1700 to 1850, pregnancy, the poor, rural, and provincial, school pregnancy, motherhood, and education dealing with difference. Yeah, so there's so many books. Sasa tuko page 3. The gift of motherhood, motherhood, religion, and society in medieval Europe, contemporary motherhood, school pregnancy, motherhood, and education dealing with difference, not our kind of girl, and 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 leveling the myths of black teenage motherhood, mental illness and recovery. I think pia mtu anapitia postnatal depression, this is a good read. Yeah, stories of hope. Yeah, the monster within, the hidden side of motherhood, space and politics of motherhood, perfect madness, motherhood in the age of anxiety, raising Henry, a memoir of motherhood, disability and discovery. There are so many. I think there's so many dynamics to motherhood. Eh, Love and Toll, Motherhood in Outcast London, Motherhood, Power and Oppression, Surrogate Motherhood Families, Women in Antiquity, Real Women Across the Ancient World. Hmm? There are so many books. There's so many books on motherhood. So just go to PDF drive afu type which aspect of motherhood to you want to read about. No. So which books on motherhood you want to read about? Okay, let me like type preparing for motherhood. Let me type preparing for motherhood nione itatuletea books gani. Kama sasa hii inaleta different nini, the joys of motherhood. eh, Awake at 3 a.m. Yoga therapy for anxiety and depression in pregnancy and early motherhood. You know, so itadepend unataka kusoma book gani ama which aspect of motherhood. So ama which aspect of motherhood. So that is it for Mother's Day edition. So remember to like, to subscribe if you haven't. If you have subscribed, big up yourself. Remember to share the videos in this channel. Yeah, if unajua book lover mwingine out there, just plug them in, you know. Yeah, and also hit the notification bell to be notified on the next video. Thank you.